Hello lovelies, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we all have our favorite Christmas movies. The TV plays them so many times, maybe we watch them so many times on our own. So I have compiled a list and I tried my best to actually have it be in a specific order. I compiled a list of my favorite Christmas movies. I have chosen a top 5, but I have 2 honorable mentions. Okay, so my first honorable mention is The Santa Claus starring Tim Allen. If it wasn't for the fact that I haven't seen this movie in 6 to 7 years, then it would be on my top 5 list. But I haven't seen it in so long, so I didn't feel right about adding it to my top list. That was my dad's favorite Christmas movie, and we just haven't watched it since the last time we watched it with him. Okay, my second honorable mention, I actually watched this one with my dad a lot, and I have seen it. I watched it 2 Christmases ago. I don't think I watched it last Christmas. And that's mostly because I'm kind of the only one that likes this movie, because it was mine and my dad's movie. And it is kind of a cheesy, ridiculous movie. Some Christmas movies are. And it's I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I loved this movie as a kid. Watching it when I'm older, there's definitely some flaws, but because it has a special place in my heart when I was a kid, I love it, and I can look beyond some ridiculousness and how self-centered that character is in the movie, but I still find it really enjoyable. Okay, now to the top 5 list. Number 5 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. I remember going to the movie theater and watching this movie when it was first released, and I was in a Grinch play. I was a narrator, like most of the kids were narrators. Number 4, I grew up with all of these movies. So, okay, number 4 is Prancer, which stars Sam Elliott. That's probably the most known person, and it was really hard to watch it last year because it deals with the little girl, Jessica, is dealing with the loss of her mom. So it has been a movie that's been hard to watch, but I love that movie, and honestly, when I was a kid, I loved that movie because the main character's name was Jessica. Not gonna lie about that. Okay, number 3, everyone knows this movie. If you don't, then you should probably have TBS on during the week of Christmas or Christmas Eve, because this is, you'll shoot your eye out. Now, it's called A Christmas Story, which I watched when I was a kid because my grandma recorded it back when we had VHS, and she sent it to us because we didn't have cable when I was growing up, and we watched it, and now we kind of watch it every single year. And then it's kind of weird that you watch these movies only once a year, but you can quote them so well, even though so much time has passed in between since you last saw it. This is a movie that you know from the beginning to the end and all the in-between parts. Number 2, which is actually kind of tied with number 1, is It's a Wonderful Life, starring Jimmy Stewart. I've actually met people that don't know the movie It's a Wonderful Life or haven't seen it. You need to watch it. It's another movie that plays during the week of Christmas at nighttime. It's just a lovely story about how important one person's life can be not in the world, but makes a difference amongst the people he was friends with, family with, like his world. And this movie was actually what got me to start screenwriting. My dad bought the special edition VHS set. It's so weird to say VHS. I feel so old. It came with a copy of the script, and I snagged that script and just read it and looked through it, and that is what got me to start writing in screenplay format was because of that movie. And for some reason, my mom thinks every year that I haven't seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life. And my sister and I are like, it's the reason I'm screenwriting. I've seen it. I've watched it since I was a kid. And for some reason, my mom thinks that she hasn't. She thinks that I haven't seen it. I think she knows now that I've seen it. Number one. I watch this a couple times a year, and it's a Muppet Christmas Carol. I grew up with it. Michael Caine is Scrooge. There's great songs. It's just the classic tale of Scrooge with holiday past, present, and future, but done with Muppets. And this is by far my favorite, the best thing that the Muppets have ever done. So that's it, you guys. Those were my top 5 plus 2 honorable mention Christmas movies. Let me know what kind of Christmas movies you like to watch down below so we can help each other out, because I would always love to enhance my knowledge and, you know, the selection of Christmas movies I can watch each year. I hope you are enjoying my 12 days. I hope you're having a lovely time building up to the holiday. Hope all your Christmas shopping is done and presents are wrapped, because mine aren't. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to love others, but first and foremost, always love yourself, because you are beautiful no matter what anybody else says. Bye!